I'm sure you've been on a date before where you leave thinking, man, that was great. I really like this girl. Then you go home, you text her the following day, you try to go for a date, but she's unavailable. She's busy this week. So you give it some time, go for it again the next week, and all of a sudden you get ghosted. She's not even answering anymore. What most men think is a good date isn't even actually a good date. So today, I'm gonna tell you about the 2 things that you need for your first date to lead to a second date. And make sure you stick to the end of the video because one without the other is not gonna get you the result you're looking for. The first thing you need for an amazing date is an emotional connection. The main problem most men have is that they think that because you talk to the girl for 1, 2, even 3 hours non-stop without any awkward silences, that the girl feels connected to you. Just because the conversation flowed well does not mean that the girl feels connected to you. Just because you have things in common does not mean that the girl feels connected to you. Think of your least favorite person right now. Whoever comes to mind, whether it's a family member that you really clash with, or an ex or even an old friend that did you dirty, or maybe somebody who bullied you in school, no matter who it is, I can tell you that you have a lot in common with that person. Guaranteed. But having things in common with someone doesn't really mean you like them now, does it? I hear this so commonly with my clients. They get ghosted after a first date and they're confused. They're telling me, yo, but the date went so well. I'm like, okay, well, what went so well about it? And they tell me, oh, well, you know, we had a lot of, we talked and we vibed and we had so much in common. You wanna know what actually creates an emotional connection? I boil it down to 3 things. Number 1, laughter. Being able to joke around, show your goofy side, and make the girl laugh is extremely important. Have you ever seen a really out of shape or just really unattractive dude walking around with a hot girl? And you're like, man, how did that guy attract that girl? Love the curls. There's about a 99.99% chance that that girl thinks her man is hilarious. So tease the girl, exaggerate things, joke around, and be playful. If you want to see exactly how I use teasing and joking to make the girl laugh while still keeping my masculine frame and making things flirty and fun, then click the link in the description. Now, the second way to create an emotional connection is by speaking emotionally. Women are emotional creatures, so you need to learn how to speak their language and have emotional conversation. For example, if you're telling her about how much you love to work out, instead of talking about how, hypertrophy is when you tear down the muscle fiber and you're on a caloric surplus, so the muscle protein synthesis, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you speak about, I just love working out, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong, some days I totally don't want to do it. Like, I feel like I just want to lay in bed and just be lazy. But the feeling that you get from working out and like just that feeling of accomplishment and just being tired, but like in a good way, because you like put in work in the gym and you like, you got that pump going, like, oh man, I just like enjoy it. I enjoy that so much. Notice how I'm putting emphasis on the feeling. So I was actually born in Puerto Rico, raised in Houston, and then I moved here last year.
Oh, fun.
But I'm actually going back to Houston for a few months in like literally a week.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, just to visit.
I've been to Houston. It's nice, yeah. It's different. It's not Miami though.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Nothing beats Miami. I can't lie.
For sure, I know. It's like.
So you like to travel though? Now, that being said, you are a logical creature, so you're gonna have the natural tendency to speak logically a lot of the times, and that's okay. Not every single thing that comes out of your mouth needs to be radically emotional, but you can learn to speak with emotion, have more passion in your voice. For example, instead of speaking like, it takes a lot of my time, but eventually I'll be able to hire people who are gonna take some of the load off of me and, I'll be able to do other things I enjoy. Why don't you say, my business is doing great actually. It does take a lot of my time, but man, I just can't wait for the day that my business is generating enough income and I can just like hire some people and use that extra time to do some of the other things I love, like I'm just so excited for the future, man. Like, I feel really good about this. Women love when you speak passionately, especially about your ambitions. The third and final way to create an emotional connection is by long-term alignment. This means that the girl sees herself with you beyond this date. But in order for that to happen, then the conversation needs to go beyond surface level. Who are you as a man? Are you an ambitious person, a risk taker, or are you more of a calm man? You prefer steadiness? How do you express love? Do you thrive in chaos? Or do you appreciate order and structure? What city do you want to live in?
No, I love it. I used to live right in downtown, but from my apartment, you could like, I had like view of the city on the left and then view of the beach on the right. It was like amazing. Yeah, but I miss it. I'll be going back soon.
Not only does the woman need to feel alignment with your character, but she needs to feel alignment with your values as well. Are you a family man? Do you care for politics? Are you a man of God? A good way to make the woman see herself with you beyond the date is by literally having her imagine it. Throughout the date, you can seed future plans together. You're talking about music? Yo, we should like totally go to a concert sometime. You're talking about your future travel list or your bucket list? Oh yeah, maybe we'll go together sometime. Yeah, maybe we'll visit that place together sometime. You're talking about your favorite foods? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to grab sushi on the next time. This subtly communicates to the girl that you're not just looking for a one-night stand, which builds comfort and trust. Moving on to the second thing that creates an amazing date, a man-to-woman vibe. See, an emotional connection is definitely important, no doubt about it. Without a connection, well, the girl can't feel connected to you, so like, there's just nothing there. But without man-to-woman attraction, that connection is just likely to lead you straight into the friend zone. It's like having all the ingredients to a full-blown meal, but without the seasoning. There's no flavor. The man-to-woman vibe is the seasoning, if you will. It's what causes the woman to feel attraction towards you. It's what causes her to envision you together romantically. Otherwise, you're just there to become her best friend. The one that she goes to tell him about her new crush on a new guy. But how do you create the man-to-woman vibe? It comes down to two main parts. So first is the verbal aspect. You gotta be able to just say some flirty things once in a while. Something that conveys interest, but not platonic interest. It's not the woman to woman vibe. It's the man to woman vibe. The easiest thing that you can do to get the date started on the right foot is just to call her cute the moment you see her. So if you're meeting at a bar or something and you go see her in the parking lot, you go, oh, hey, good to see you. Mwah. By the way, you look really cute tonight. This confidently displays that you're attracted to her without putting her on a pedestal. But you don't have to bombard her with compliments the entire date. There's other ways to flirt and inject the man-to-woman vibe throughout the date. For example, you might subtly imply that you're attracted to her without directly saying it. Here's an example of me sneakily injecting flirtatiousness into the interaction while I was out in the field, without being too overt about it.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to say that you look really cute.
Thank you. Sí, con mi amiga y el amigo.
Ok, yo te camino hacia allá.
Qué caballero.
Así que estoy explorando el mall y vi algo que me gusta.
Pero estos piropos están, papi,
¿Qué cosa?
directito. Eres directito.
No, es que yo no soy feca, yo no estoy aquí para decirte. No.
Oye,
no.
pero no me hablas así que eso a mí me emociona.
Ay, perdón, ¿quieres que más calmadito?
No, síguele.
Ok, así te
Síguele
gusta.
en ese nivel.
¿Cuál es tu nombre?
Shania.
Shanai, Ayani,
Ayani, un placer.
Bless,
I'm blessed.
yo también,
Dame.
de que tú me estés hablando.
There's plenty of other ways you can inject flirtatious communication into your conversation, but without getting too deep into the first part, let's get into the second part, which is arguably more important. And the second part is the nonverbal aspect. See, believe it or not, you can create the man-to-woman vibe without saying actual flirtatious word. In fact, you can do it without even speaking. The delivery of the things you're saying is extremely important. And when you're communicating in a flirtatious manner, you want to be able to talk slow and low, almost like you're already in the bedroom. This form of communication signals confidence and groundedness that women love to see in men. See, they don't want the man who's intimidated by a woman's looks, because it really shouldn't. I mean, it's just looks. They want the man whose confidence isn't fazed by just sheer looks. So by speaking this way, you spark intrigue. She can see you're calm. She knows you're confident, and she can tell this isn't your first time talking to a pretty woman. And that radiates high value. If you want to see exactly how I combine both the man to woman vibe and emotional connection to create maximum attraction in my conversations, then click the link in the description. You're gonna get instant access to my brand new program where I'm constantly releasing in-depth tutorials and live action footage that I don't show here on YouTube. That's exclusive in-field footage that goes way beyond the 1-minute clips you'll find on Instagram. You'll see me walk through the same step-by-step system that I've used to coach over 400 men and get them real-life results. Plus, I'm giving away a free 1-hour consultation call to the first 50 men to take action. That's where I'll sit down with you, connect, and custom tailor the program to your specific situation and goals. So click the link below, log in your free consultation call before the slots fill up, and I look forward to connecting with you.